Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, this way. All right. Let me see here. It's lucky. All right.
You'll get it.
Also, like if we could put our phones on silent. For sure. Water. All right. La Yasha Allah, which means to Israel. Right. All right, Imaju, which means to stand. Wapanya Hakudam, which means to face the east. All right. No, the east right here. All right, so we are going to get into the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. I'll repeat after me. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shakah, Yahweh, Malachbatka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathalanawa, Lakam, Call Yuwan, Wasalak Nanawa, Kabawaf Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Yanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ah Nam, Manasaya 1, Abba, Habashanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wa Allah, Wa Taparat, La Awlamim, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever, so be it. Amen. Hakah, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Vashimi Havushah, Babakashah, Nathalanahu, Hakah, Hakah, Larpa'ah, Karmakala, Karmadawa, Hakah, Latahar, Hamakazarium, Hakah, Lahakium, Hamathium, Hakah, Arakawat, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Vashimi Havushah, Tawaraman, the power in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Barak Nanawa, Vayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak, Hashem Yahushua, Tawaraman. In the English, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Yasha'ala and the school. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a, Ayanya, Aharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Azaria, Ma'an Yahweh, Asha, Shemayim, Warakasa, Ayathan, Lamawats, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hanat, La'at, Yanawam, Wala'at, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Ayat, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makar Ra, Yashamar, Akapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tada'atka, Wubawatka, Mayata, Wa'ai, Awalam. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'ala shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adami Alaka, Ata Karash, wa Ata Shakwa, All Kayahana, Awapika, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Yarayama, Savada, Wayataya Tazawa, Ata the Pawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Nakakyagan, Magoya, Wala'an as a car, Shamya Sha'ala, Ibada, Kaya, Nawat Tazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Alika, Barayat, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adawan, Waya Shama Alayam, Moa'aba, Wagari, Kabar, Wamawan, Wamala, Palashat, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashur, Nalawa, Iman, Hayawa, Zarwa, Labunya Lawa, Salah, Ashalahum, Kamadia, Kasiyasa Ra'ah, Kayabian, Banako, Koyashuan, Nashimadwa, Bayanda Aura, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shatawa, Nadab Yamawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazaba, Mana, Karnasi Kawa, Ashar, Amaru, Narasha, Nanawa, Af, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shatamu, Kababla, Kapash, Kapanya Roka, Kaasta, Dabaria Ira, Wakalaba, Talahat, Harim, Karn, Tarakatma, Basarika, Wabasu Wapata, Talahum, Bala'a, Panyahum, Palawan, Wayapakwashwa, Shukar. Hold on, slow. Basarika, Wabasu Wapata, Talahum, Bala'a, Panyahum, Palawan, Wayapakwashwa, Shukar, Yahweh, Yapashwa, Waya Wahova, Ayai, Waya Kaparu, Waya Abad, Waya Da'ayu, Pia Atha, Shukar, Yahweh, Labaka, all you want, Al-Kaharatazah. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Yasharallah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur also joined with them. They have hoping the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as a Sisera, as a Jabin, as the brook Kisan, which bears at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, made an oversight or rid, and like Zeb, yea, all the princes as Zabah and as Zamuna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh and possession, O my power. Make it like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind. And as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames of the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever, yea. Let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. All right. IHK power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nation and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Positive the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down from flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. All right. So sorry, which means to turn. All right, Yeshabium, which means to be seated in Hebrew. So, as everybody knows, Yeshab means sit. And Yeshabium is everyone sits, plural. All right. Most time first. quick. Okay, so first things first, I do want to say Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Shah Brakathon to the brother, Shalom Yahweh Shamar, Allah Shemal Shah to the sister. All right. This is the ISUPK, otherwise known as the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge in Minnesota, under commanding General Yohana. Of course, every Saturday, Lord allow, we have what is called the Sabbath service, which is a culture and a traditional service where we read into our language, which is the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, and we translate it into the English. All right, we're translated to the language of, of the oppressor, so to speak. All right, and the reason why we have to translate it is because not every so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian speaks their original native tongue, which is the ancient Paleo-Hebrew. All right, so because of that, we speak, a different language. We speak someone else's language. All right, that is not our own, because of the place that we live or we are captive in. All right. For some Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, we speak multiple different languages that are not our own. All right. So if you are, from the Caribbeans, they have patois. For example, if you are Latino, Latina, you have, different. You have many versions of Spanish, Espanol. If you are, so pretty much those are just a few examples. English for most people, if you are, in North America, all right, or sometimes even Central America. So you may pick up on different languages, but the main language for the so-called Israelites, I'm sorry, not so-called, the actual Israelites, who are the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, 12 tribes, God shows the people, our original language is the Paleo-Hebrew that was just spoken and read in the actual prayers, which you can also find in the Bible as well. So just to get straight to the point, we are not going to be too long-winded. We are going to get straight to it. This is Exodus, all right, the 25th chapter. And if I could. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the Hebrew, and I want you to read the English for me, all right? All right. So let me see something real quick. Y'all bear with me here. Otherwise, if anybody has any questions or concerns, we can go ahead and dive into that as well. That's no issue. Just once again, do not be afraid to ask questions. This is not the Christian church. All right, you can ask your questions and they will be answered. I pray you understand. All right, let me see. I said Exodus chapter 25, right, and 11. Is that right? I said 25 and 11, right?
Come on.
All right, okay, do what? All right, so, all right, let's get it. All right, we are going to get into 7 verses, as we do. And we are going to end up going all the way to chapter 26 as well, all right? All right, so, so this is going to be Exodus chapter 25, verse 11 in the Hebrew. Watatapayath, Aqua, Sahab, Tawar, Bayath, Wamak, Kawataza, Tatatapanwa, Wa'ashia, Aldawa, Zar, Zahab, Sabiyah, verse 12. Wayatatakwa, Lawa, Arabai, Tobiah, Zahab, Salakia, Wanathath, Al, Arabai, Hamathua. Washathia. All right. Let me see. Washathia. Tobiah. Al. Tazaliah. Hakad. Washathia. Tobiah. Al. Tazaliah. Hashanah. Verse 13. Wa'ashia. Badia. Ataziyah. Shaddam. What's the payah? A cum. So like a thumb. Zahab. Verse 14. Wahaba'ath. Ah. So like Habatyam. Batabiah. Al. Tadaliah. Harun. Lasha'ath. Ah. Harun. Bahum. Verse 15. Batabiah. Harun. Yahaya. Habatyam. La'ah. Yasarwa. Mamanwa. Verse 16. Unathath. Al. Harun. Ah. Haddath. Ashar. Athan. Aliak. Verse 17, last verse. Wa'ashiath. Kaparith. Zahab. Tawar. Salakia. Amathia. Wakataza. Zion Christ. Let me see. Araka. Wa'ama. Wakatazaya. Rakaba. And that's it on that part. All right, that was 7 verses. All right, we are going to get into the English. Let me see here. It's like, yeah, some of those were pretty much a little bit of a tongue twister. I usually can get through that pretty quickly. But otherwise, let's get it. Let's get into Exodus chapter 25, verse 11. If you could just read with a loud voice. You got it. You have Exodus 25 and 11. Oh, so like, before you get into that, right? Is this bothering you at all?
No.
So okay. So before we get into Exodus, the 25th chapter, now as far as the last couple of or the last couple of chapters, right? Just to recap. So what originally happened last time or last week is Moses was given instructions on how to build the sanctuary. All right, he was given instructions, guidance, and an order on building the actual sanctuary. And next, what we're going to be reading about is the details of how the Ark of the Testimony or the Ark of the Covenant was built, all right, to be placed inside of the sanctuary. So step by step, Moses had orders from the Lord on what to do. And the first step was to build the sanctuary. So that's where we are right now, and following up with what is to be built next, okay? So go ahead and read that, Exodus chapter 25, verse 11, you got it.
Come on. Chapter 25, verse 11.
You want to call out the book? You want to call out the book, chapter, and verse?
Exodus, chapter 25, verse 11. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold. Within and without shalt thou overlay it, and shalt make upon it a crown of gold around about.
Okay. And so if you could just read a little bit louder, because I know they're a little loud. Right. So keep going.
Chapter 12.
Verse 12.
Verse 12. And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold.
No, you're good.
And thou shalt cast.
So, I want you to take your time, all right? I don't want you to rush. It's not a rush.
Come on.
All right, yeah, just take all the time that you need. I'm with you. I got you. Go ahead.
And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof. And 2 rings shall be in one
side.
2 rings shall be in one other side of it, and 2 rings in the other side of it.
Keep going.
Verse
13.
13. And thou shalt make staffs of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold.
Keep going.
And thou shalt put the staves into the rings on the sides of the ark, and the ark may be borne with them.
Right. Okay. I'm stopping right there just real quick. So far, what it's speaking about. Okay. So as we know that the sanctuary is already built, right? And this is this is the order from the Most High. All right. Like for example, the ISUPK is that small sanctuary. Okay. As of today, ever since 1969, the Lord had allowed the truth to come back into the earth, and He had established the place called His sanctuary, which is the ISUPK. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, how can you say that? That's not true. Can you prove it? We could definitely get into that another time, because we speak about this, teach it all the time. But just so we don't get too far off of the topic, this sanctuary that's being built is for the purpose of the Most High, and of course, Israel, His chosen people, right? And so He is describing in very great detail on what He wants in the sanctuary. And it's talking about the staves. The staves is that, it's that long metal. I said long metal. The staff is that wood, the long wood. Go ahead.
So you said He built it the inside of, the inner.
Yeah. Now, okay. So the sanctuary is already built, right? This place is already built. So what's now happening is the stuff that's going to be inside of it, as far as this is all going to be regarding the Ark of the Testimony, otherwise the Ark of the Covenant. You know the Ark of the Covenant, right? Right. Now there are surrounding things as far as the Ark of the Covenant, which we are going to read about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is the inner, the only way the priest can come, right? The only
exactly. Yes.
The Levites, right at the time, right?
Yes. Only Israel. Yeah. It can't be nobody at this point. Yeah. It can't be nobody else but Israel. That's correct. Yeah. Because once again, this is for the purpose of the Most High and His people.
Right. This is the inner.
Yeah. Go ahead. You got it.
This is the inner. I know. We used to come. Okay. The tabernacle, right? We used to come. It was like our church, right? School,
our school, right?
We just go there. And this is the inner,
Are you talking about the inside?
Yeah, the inner.
Yes,
side.
yeah. Yeah, you know what the sanctuary is, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The other term.
Understand?
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. So the Ark of the Covenant is going to be inside of the sanctuary.
Right.
That's why I said in the previous chapters, the sanctuary was built first.
Right.
So whatever the Most High commanded Moses to do as far as the sanctuary, he had to take care of that first in order to establish anything else to be inside.
Right.
Yeah. So So of course it has, once again, it talks about the staves of shittim wood and overlaid them with gold. So it's telling you the decoration, or how particularly the Most High wants the staves to look, and the type of material of it as well, which is very, very important. The Most High is very specific about what He wants, when it comes to, just any and everything. He's very intentional, right? You know what I mean? Like, for example, our scrolls. How our scrolls are built up is exactly how the Most High wants it to be. Okay? What was on this table is exactly how the Most High wants it to be. It's all in representation. How we have our protocols and our rules and the ISUPK is exactly directly from the Bible, which is from the Most High. All right? It's very particular, very detailed, all of that. Nobody adds, nobody, takes away from the scriptures. Also, too, how we dress, how we speak, all comes from the Bible. It's very specific, very intentional, very detailed. And that's the same thing. Also, too, it's very detailed to the point where it's going to get into measurements. For you brothers and sisters out there who deal with measurements, on the job, who's very versed in that. This is where you're going to see what size this object was. It's the same thing when Noah built the ark. When you go back into Genesis, you see how tall, how wide, and just how big the ark was. All right, that boat that Noah was building for all those damn years. Now, mind you, everybody and their mama looking at Noah like, nigga, you crazy? So you saying you building a boat for God? Like you sound like a damn weirdo. But mind you, he was the one who had the last laugh because he survived, him and his family. And everybody else was unalived. Because the Most High wanted to start over because of the great sin that was going on at that time. But I digress. Read verse 15, please.
Come. Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And the staff shall be in the rings of the ark.
So the staff shall be in the rings of the ark. The rings of the ark just means close by. In this, how you say it, in that space, all right? A ring is a ring is pretty much just like, how do you describe it? So like, a ring is like, shape of the chalice, right? But it's talking about in the area of that ark, that's where the staff is going to be. It's going to be pretty much round about that ark, okay? Keep going.
Chapter 15.
16.
And thou shalt put into the ark the testimony which I shall give thee.
Keep going.
16. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold.
Thou shalt make a what?
And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold.
Yeah, thou shalt make a mercy seat of gold. All right. So the mercy seat is going to be the covering of the Ark of the Covenant, right? So, for example, I'm gonna put like a example picture on here. Go ahead.
I'm not going to try to question the Bible.
Go ahead.
What? It's like $400 of gold for like this emergency. I forgot about how they made this. Like the inner, like it was pure gold.
Yeah.
That's what all they braided our temples.
Yes.
There was a lot of gold in there, man. That's why he prayed for robbing us.
Right.
Yeah. It was a lot of hard gold, man. That was like.
Yeah, no, trust me. I mean, it was a process. Now, of course, with all this happening, it didn't happen just right then and there. Of course, it took time, but it's just being documented.
Okay.
It's just being documented that this is what was done, but it doesn't give like the full outline of how long this took and all that. Because trust me, like that's real gold.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. You know what I mean? So if I could, I would have put a picture up online real quick, right? I just want to show this image. And I just want to show the image of a example of the Ark of the Covenant, right? Just an example. So right here, let me see. Let me just do it bigger. Right here. So if you want to, you can actually go on your phone and look. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So if you look right here, the Ark of the Covenant, the mercy seat. Let me see here. Where's the mercy seat? Okay, it doesn't say it right here, but the mercy seat is going to be. The mercy seat is going to be this right here. All right, you see this right here, the cover. It's going to be the cover, all right, on top of the chest. So it's going to be the cover where the angels are with the wings, or cherubims, which is the angelic being that's on top of this board right here. This is the mercy seat. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and get back to it. I'll just keep it on the I'll keep it on the screen for a second here. Did you find it out? You?
Oh, sorry.
That's what. Yeah, you just want to go to IH Click Minnesota on YouTube or Facebook, and you'll find it. Just search it up, all right?
Yeah, I see sort of public.
Okay, no, you're good. No sweat.
I forgot to connect tomorrow.
Okay, okay, no, you're good. Do you see it now?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So right here, right. So let me just make it bigger. So you see where you see those cherubims, right? Those wings.
Yeah.
The wings, and they're sitting on top of something. This is called a cover. A mercy seat is a cover. All right. So when we see mercy seat in the Bible, it's talking about the cover that they are standing on. Do you see that? It's like a lid.
Yeah.
Okay. You see that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna take it off the screen, and we're gonna go back into Exodus. All right. Let's get actually finish all the way to verse 17 again, please.
Come. Verse 17. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold.
I want you to read a little louder if you're able.
Come.
Yeah, but I don't want you to hurt yourself, though. All right.
Come.
All right.
And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half shall be in the length thereof, and a cubit and a half there. It's like it. And a cubit and a half the breadth thereof.
Right, okay. So now I'm not going to get in too deep into the measurements, right? You can do that homework on your own, but it's giving you the details and the size and the measurements of, this mercy seat, this covering. And why is that important, man? Why is that important? Because, once again, the Most High is very thorough and very specific about any and everything. So instead of guessing, you actually have the blueprint, okay? And this is how, like today in America, right, or just all over the world, for those oppressors in other nations of people who copy the Bible, this is what they mirror. This is what they, try to create the image to make it seem like it's the same. Like, for example, right, you have some white man out there, some Jewish white man or their community that says that they have the Ark of the Covenant, that they found it. But how is that so when in the Bible it gives us information about the Ark of the Covenant, but it doesn't specifically say where it's at? So how can it be found technically if you don't really know the true location of it? Now, of course, it has also came out that the Ark of the Covenant has not actually been found or has not been revealed in history that actually has been found. So, but there is a strong possibility that, like as far as the Vatican, they have the Ark of the Covenant, or they have found it or took it, because there are a lot of things that the Vatican has that we do not have as far as right now. Go ahead.
It's like then I thought the Ark of the Covenant was taken by Menelik or some shit.
You said taken by who?
By Menelik.
You mean Amalek?
No, Menelik.
So yeah, they say that it was taken, but there's no proof. Also, too, it's been said that it's been. I mean, there's about 2-3 locations where it's been said the Ark of the Covenant is where, like where you can find it, but that's not true because people are actually making their own. So it's not the Ark of the Covenant. So the Ark of the Covenant that's talking about right here in the scriptures, that's not the same one that people are saying that they found. They found one that was made by somebody else, right? They found the Ark of the Covenant that was made years later, not this one that's in the scriptures, if that makes sense.
I thought, is that in the scripture that? That's not a scripture like that. What was it?
Oh, okay, you have to show me, but I was always taught that the Ark of the Covenant has not been found.
Oh.
All right, as far as our enemies saying that they found it, that's not true.
Oh yeah, you talking about father? Somebody said he found it. Oh, okay.
Exactly, yeah, because there are people out there who are saying where the actual Ark of the Covenant is at, but that's not true. All right, so yeah, but I get more about that though. You know what I mean? But however, has it been built? Was it at a certain location? Absolutely. But has it been found by enemies? It has not been proven. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get let's go back into the Hebrew. All right. We are going to get Exodus chapter 25, verse 18, all the way to verse 24. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start off that right quick. All right. Exodus chapter 25, verse 18. Wa'ashiath, Shanyim, Karabiim, Zahab, Makoshah, Bayashah, Atham, Shalakia, Mashanya, Quatazawath, Hakaparath, verse 19. Wa'ashah, Karawah, Akkad, Makwatazah, Mazah, Karawah, Akkad, Makwatazah, Mazah, Man, Hakaparath, no, Hakaparath. Oh yeah, that's correct. The Ashwa, Hakarabian, Al, Shanya, Quatazawath, Yawa, verse 20. Wahaya, Hakarabian, Parashwa, Parashia, Salaki, give me a second here. Oh, Kanapium, Lamala, Sakakam. Damn, good night. These are a lot of tongue twisters right here, boy. Good night. Salakia, Bakan, Paryahum, Al, Hakaparath, Wapanyahum, Ayash, Al, Akyawa, Al, Hakaparath, Yahaya, Panya, Hakarabian, verse 21. Wanatha, Hakaparath, Al, Haran, Mala'ala, Wa'al, Haran, Tathan, Hadath, Ashar, Athan, Ayat, verse 22. Select it. One Ayatathia, Lak, Shum, Wadabarathia, Athan, Ma'al. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Hakaparath, Mabiyan, Shanya, Hakarabian, Ashar, Al, Aran, Hayadath, Kol, Ashar, Atazawa, Awathak, Al, Bunya, Yasha'ala. Verse 23. Wa Ashiath, Shalakak, Shalakan, Atadawa, Atadaya, Shakyam, Amathyam, Arakwa, Wama, Rakabwa, Wama, Wakatazaya, Kormathwa. Verse 24, last verse. Watada Payath, Athwa, Sahab, Tawar, Wa Ashiath, Lawa, Zar, Zahab, Sabaya. And that's it on that. Clap it up. All right, let's keep it going. Exodus chapter 25, verse 18. You got it.
Verse 18.
Yeah,
Exodus chapter
20. You got it.
Exodus chapter 25, verse 18. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold, of beaten work.
That's right.
And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold,
Uh-huh.
of beaten work shalt thou make them, in the 2 ends of the mercy seat.
Keep going.
Chapter 19.
And also too, cherubims or cherubims are just angelic statues that represents like security, or otherwise it's in the image of like an angel, because it's going to mention wings, right? And throughout the scriptures you are going to see the word cherub or cherubims or cherubims, right? And what that is now sometimes it could be in the form of a statue, and it usually would be in as a statue in front of the temple of the Most High as security. You know what I mean? Because, like, for example, right? I don't know all the names of these famous places, but if you look at, what's that one place in Washington D.C. where Abraham Lincoln is standing? Like he has a whole statue of himself.
The monument.
It's a monument, right? Yeah. So like places like that, you have certain statues that sit around a historical place as it's a certain word that I'm looking for, but it represents something, right? It represents something that is protected, something that is important. You know what I mean? So that's the same thing when it comes to the cherub. Cherubs are like, statues in place, but it was used for like security and protection. You know what I mean? Also too, it was an honor to show the authority of this place or of this thing, so to speak. All right. That's the best way I can break it down without making it confusing. Okay. Keep going. You got it. Verse 19. Oh, you got a question?
No.
Okay, you got it. Go ahead. I think it's verse 19.
Exodus chapter 25, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
And make 1 cherub on the one end, and the other cherub on the other end.
That's right. So once again, let me pull up this picture, right? This picture right here. We see that the cherub is the object with the wings at the top, right? So showing like 2 people, right? So to speak. You got 1 cherub on one end and the other on the other end, right? Okay. So this is just a similar representation, but is this actually the Ark of the Covenant or the Ark of the Testimony, so to speak? Not the exact replica. Okay. But this is just an idea. And right here it says cherub or cherub. Divine creatures mark the location where God's divine presence rested on the ark's cover, okay, which is right here. Let's go back. Now, Keep going. So we have one on the left side and on the right side. Keep going.
Verse
20.
Verse 20. And the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings on high.
Right.
Covering the mercy seat. With their wings and their faces shall look one to another.
That's right. So once again, whoever created this is a representation, right? Oh, let me go. This right here, this representation right here shows that they are looking face to face at each other and their wings are stretched forth towards one another on each side. Keep going. Was that verse 21? No, I'm sorry. No, I think you still got a little bit more on 20.
Sorry,
In their faces.
Look one to another. Toward the mercy seat shall the faces of the cherubims be.
Keep going.
Verse 21.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark. And in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that shall I give thee.
Right. So as you see, the cherubs are at the top, on top of the mercy seat, which is like this lid, which is on top of the ark, which is the body. All right, the body of this object. The ark is the body right here at the bottom. Okay, keep going.
Verse 22.
Uh-huh.
And there shall I meet with thee, and where I could commune with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the two cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony.
Uh-huh.
Of all things which I give thee a commandment unto the children of Israel.
Keep going. That's self-explanatory. Keep going.
Verse 23. Thou shalt all make a table of shittim wood.
Yeah.
2 cubits shall be in the length of thereof, and the cubit of breadth thereof, and the cubit and a half the height thereof.
Keep going.
Verse 24.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, and make thereto a crown of gold around the belt. Chapter 25.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That's all 7 verses right there. Now,
okay.
You see how it mentioned two staffs, right? See the 2 staffs at the bottom, and it's all in gold and 2 cubits. You know, and once again, like that is the detail, like the details that the Bible will describe is what we are seeing right here, okay, in this picture right here, all right? And once again, this is how we know what the Most High requires and wants when it comes to a staff, the ark, the temple, the sanctuary, so on and so forth. And this is what we do. We get this out of the Bible. We don't change, we don't add, we don't subtract. We do exactly what the Bible actually says to do. And that is like this is so amazing because it's giving you all the details of how the how the Ark of the Covenant was, created. It tells you it's made out of gold. It's giving you the texture, it's giving you the material, it's giving you the size, the width, everything. It's giving you everything that you need in order to create this, or what was all made as far as this object, which is the Ark of the Covenant. Now, however, you may be asking yourself, why is this so important? The Ark of the Covenant holds a lot of valuables when it comes to the children of Israel. Okay, like for example, I'm going to get a precept where it talks about the Ark of the Covenant, right? I'm paraphrasing it, but let me see. I want to say it was like profane. Let me see. Just y'all bear with me real quick. Yeah, I think I found it right here. Yeah, I found it. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna get the Ark of the Covenant like a precept in 2nd Esdras, the 10th chapter, just to show you exactly how and why and what happened as far as the Ark of the Covenant and really the importance of it. Okay, but it definitely held a lot of important things, a lot of great valuables that are now lost and now are just destroyed because of our enemies. So, like, you had a question? You had a question, Warrior? Go ahead. You got it. Go ahead. You got to say it.
I'll put it in my eye for it. I'll go for it.
Okay. Go ahead. You got it. But it's too late right now. I mean, just go out there real quick and see if you can go ahead and reschedule for a little bit later. You got it. Yeah, no sweat. You got it, Warrior. All right. Yeah. Just make sure you close the door on the way. All right. All right. You gotta unlock it. Yep. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get back to it. I'll talk more about that in a second. All right. So let's go ahead and get Exodus chapter 25, verse 25, all the way down to 31. All right. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. Let me see, 25 to. All right. Exodus chapter 25, verse 25. Ba'ashia lawa. Masakarath. Tapak. Sabiyah. Wa'ashia. Zar. Zahab. Give me 1 second here. Salakia. Lama Garathwa. Sabiyah. Verse 26. Wa'ashia. Lawa. Arabai. Taba'ayah. Sahab. Wanatha. Hasabai. Arabai. Hapa'ath. Ashar. Larabai. Regalia. Verse 27. La'ima. Slide. Laimah. Hama Sagarath. Tahayayan. Hatabayah. Labathium. Labadium. Lasha'ath. Hashalakan. Verse 28. Ba'ashir. Habadium. Actiziyah. Shatyum. What does a pawath? So like, what does a payath? There we go. A thumb. Za'ab. So like, zahab. Wanashah. Bum. Ath. Hashalakan. Verse 29. Wa'ashia. Kwa'irath Yawa. Wa'kapath Yawa. Wa'kwashi Salaki. Wa'kwashawath Yawa. Wanakoyath Yawa. Ashar. Yasak. Sorry. Yasak. Can you lock that door? Baba Ashar. The water. Bahan. Zahab. Tawar. Thayashah. A thumb. Verse 30. Wanatha. Hashalakan. Lakam. Punya. Lapunya. Famayad. Verse 31, last verse. Wa'ashith. Manarth. Zahab. Tawar. Waqashah. La'asha. Hamanawar. So like, Hamanora. Hamanora. Yaraka. Wakwana. Gabaya. Kapatharia. What Parakia? Mamana. Yahaya. That's it on that. Clap it up. All right, let's get back into the English. Is everything too wild with you, worry?
Oh,
go ahead, you got it.
yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay, you just moved it.
No, I just
reschedule.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right, no sweat. All right, let's get into Exodus chapter 25, verse 25, if you could.
Exodus, chapter 25, verse 25.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt make unto it a border of a hand breadth round about. And thou shalt make a golden crown to the border thereof round about.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt make it for 4 rings of gold, and put the rings in the 4 corners that are on the 4 feet thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Verse
27.
Over against the border shall the rings be for places of the staves to bear the staves to bear the tables.
So once again, it's talking about setting up the design for the bottom. All right, it's talking about the bottom of the actual. Let me show you. So if you look on the screen, it's speaking about it's talking about the bottom over here. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see my mouse over here, but where the staves are at the bottom, that's what's being how do you say it? The part at the bottom is what's being prepared, okay, at this time. All right, what's being fixed or created, so to speak. Okay, let me see here. So yeah, so as far as the staves and the rings towards the bottom of the ark, that's what's all being, combined together to be created. Okay. All right. So let's keep going on that. Go ahead.
What was it, chapter 25?
Verse 28.
28, yeah, 20. Verse 28. And thou shalt make the staffs of shittim wood.
Right. So a staff, once again, is a long pole, right, made out of wood. And a lot of like we don't have the staff right now, but we usually have the staff where in Sabbath service, the older men will have a stick in their hand, a long stick, just like how Moses did. So imagine like a cane, a long stick that she used to walk around with, okay? You know what I mean? But it's a specific type of wood, and it's decorated with gold. Can you keep going on that?
Chapter 28.
Verse 28.
Verse 28. And thou shalt make those staffs of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, that the table may be borne with them.
Now, when it says that the table may be borne with them, meaning that the staff is going to be incorporated into the actual Ark of the Covenant. Otherwise, the body of it, all right, the shape, the box shape of it, the body, okay, as I just showed and described in the actual picture. Keep going. Verse 29.
Verse 29. And thou shalt make the dishes thereof, and the spoons thereof, and the covers thereof, and the bowls thereof, to cover
withal
of pure gold shalt thou make them.
Right. So now here comes the materials for the Ark of the Covenant, and it's all going to be in gold. So this is, your plates, your spoons, your bowls, your forks, okay? Your utensils. Good, keep going. 30.
Verse 30.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt set upon the table showbread. Showbread.
Yeah.
Before me, always.
Right. So also too, just like for Sabbath service, right? We have showbread. Showbread is a part of the Sabbath. Otherwise, bread in Hebrew is going to be lakum, which we just read just a second ago. Lakum is another word for bread. All right, showbread. Okay, which is something that the Most High requires. Keep going.
Verse 31. And thou shalt make a candlestick of pure gold.
A candlestick of pure gold. Keep going.
Of beaten work shall thou candlestick be made.
Meaning that this candlestick is going to be made, created. It's going to be beaten to work. All right. When you beat something to work, you are shaping something. Okay. You are creating something. Like how you would beat something like this, a sword, right? You got a sword right here. This iron is beaten to where now it's a weapon. Okay. So that candle is being beaten and shaped to the point where now it's able to be like it's molded to where it's now can be burned. Okay, not with made of gold is crazy though. Like a golden candlestick is crazy. All right. So not the candle itself, my bad, not the wax, but the candlestick itself. Like for example, right? This right here, this menorah, this is a candlestick. Okay, this is a 7 candlestick menorah. Manarah, which we also just read shortly in the scriptures. Okay, keep going.
And his shaft, and his branches, and his boughs, his knops.
Yeah, knops.
And his flowers shall be of the same.
So now, of course, with the Ark of the Covenant being created, there's going to be decorations to surround this Ark of the Covenant to make it look presentable. And the Most High wants the candlestick. He wants the flowers. He wants the knops. He wants the branches. He wants the shaft. He wants this to look very presentable. This is the whole point of what is being told to Moses. All right, keep going. Oh, actually, that's verse 31, right?
Okay.
And shall be of the same. Okay, so I'll stop right there. Let's go back into the Hebrew. This is going to be Exodus chapter 25, verse 32, all the way to verse 38. All right. Exodus chapter 25, verse 32. Washashah, Kwanyam, Yatazayam, Matazaatya, Shalash, Kwanya, Manor, Matazada, Ha'akad, Bashalash, yeah, Kwanya, Manara, Matazada, Hashanya, verse 33, Shalasha, Gabayim. No, you too well. Mashaquatim. Bakwana, there we go. Bakwana. Hakad. Kapathar. Waparak. Washalasha. Gabayim. Mashaquatim. Bakwana. Hakad. Kapathar. Waparak. Again. Khan. Lashashath. Haquanyam. Hayataza Anya. Man. Hamanor. Verse 34. Waba Manor. Arabai. Gabayum. Mashaquatium. Kapatharia. Maparakia. Verse 35. Slaki. Wa Kapathar. Thakath. Shunya. Haquanium. Mamana. Slaki. Slaki. Wa Kapathar. Wa Kapathar. I don't know why, but that's a tongue twister for some reason. The Kath, Shunya, Haquanium, Mamana, Wakapathar. That's like it. Wakapathar. The Kath, Shunya, Haquanium. It's kind of repeating itself over and over again. Mamana, Lashashaf, Haquanium, Haratazayam, Man, Hamanor, verse 36. Kapathuriam. This one's different. Waqanathum. Mamana. Yahaya. Kala. Makwasha. Akath. Sahab. Ta'awar. Verse 37. Wa'ashia. Af. Narathia. Shabai. Waha'awia. Af. Narathia. Wahayar. Al. Ibar. Hunya. Verse 38, last verse. Wama Laquakia. Wamakafia. Zahab. Ta'awar. Damn, that was a long one. All right. Let's get Exodus chapter 25, verse 32.
Exodus, verse 25.
Chapter 25.
Chapter 25, verse
32.
32. Mm-hmm. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it. Mm-hmm. 3 branches of the candlestick out of one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side.
Right. So 3 branches on one side, like 3 branches of the candlesticks on one side, and 3 on the other side. Keep going.
Verse 33. 3 bowls made like unto almonds, with the knot and the flower in the branch.
And so like a knot is let me see what a knot is. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, a knot. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second. Because I've seen this word before, but I just want to double check. Let me show everybody what a knot is. Let's see. Yeah. Let me see here. Yep. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna show you what a knot is, right? A knot is gonna be like the bottom piece of a yeah. Actually, I can just show you right now on the screen. So technically, this is a knot. All right. I don't know why it's called a knot, but a knot is like this right here. This place, this thing right here that holds the branches of the menorah. You see how it says in the scriptures, 3 on one side and 3 on the other side. And of course, you got the middle. So in total, there's going to be 7 candlesticks. And these right here are the branches.
Whoa.
You see? Look, you see right here? You watching?
Come.
Yeah, so these are the branches. All right? 3 on one side, 3 on the other. And this is the knot. The knot is the thing that holds and supports the menorah to make it stand. Okay? Keep going.
What was that, 34? Sorry.
No sweat. You are at 33.
33.
Yeah, you got it.
3 bowls made like unto almonds with a knot, and a flower in one branch, and 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch.
Right. So the almonds. So a lot of menorahs are different. So if you think about it, some menorahs are more spread out like an almond shape. All right. They are branches. So branches are kind of far apart, but although they're kind of separate, they all line together, but like in an almond shape. So like bows, because if you think about it, this is the shape of a bow. If you got a bow in your cabinet in your home, it's going to be shaped like this to hold that thing, that food or whatever that you put in there. So, and the purpose of that, the bowl is to hold the candle. That's the whole purpose of it. All right. That's why it's shaped like that. Okay. Same thing with this right here. This menorah. Same thing. That's why it's shaped like that, so it can hold the candle. So it's like the shape of a bowl. And in the Bible, what it's doing is it's describing to you what this is. And it's trying to give you an idea and explain to you what it is. And this same thing has branches. Okay? All right, keep going. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, come on.
And the flower, so in the 6 branches that come out of the candlestick. Verse 34.
Mm-hmm.
And in the candlestick shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knots and their flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 35. And there shall be a knot under 2 branches of the same, and a knot under 2 branches of the same.
Wait, hold on one second. I want to say something. Give me 1 second. So I just saw something. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna double down on that as far as the knops, because I believe that's what it means. Yeah, I'm a triple check on it. All right, so y'all bear with me, Salaki. Let me see something here. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I believe that is the knob. But you know what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll double check on that part. All right, as far as the knob, the knobs of what it's talking about in the scripture. Okay, I'll just come back next week as far as that. But otherwise, keep going. But more of the story is it's talking about the menorah. All right, and then it's talking about the flowers, the decorations of the Ark of the Covenant. Keep going.
Verse 35. And there shall be a knot on the 2 branches of the same, and a knot on the 2 branches of the same, and a knot on the 2 branches of the same. So it's repeating the pattern of how this is going to be. The knot of the flowers. Keep going. You got it. According to the 6 branches that proceeded out of the candlestick. Right. So once again, it's talking about the menorah. It's telling you how it's going to be decorated, how it's going to look. And mind you, I mean, anything that Israel has built for the Most High, we don't do nothing small. We always do something great and big and amazing for the Lord. So imagine like for example, like I want to say in the New York school, right, which is headquarters for ISUK.
I'm talking about they had like on their table, they have a big like dumb ass. Like, excuse my language, they have a big, crazy, amazing, glorious menorah. I'm talking about it's so tall, it's so round and big. I'm sure it costs about a few $100. You know what I mean? But like I'm talking about, it was like 3 times the size of this side. I say 3 to 4 times the size of this. So imagine that. Imagine a candlestick, you know what I mean, that is just flourishing with, you know, flowers and, you know, the branches and decorations on, or just the details of the candlestick is just, I mean, amazing. Like this right here is very detailed. Like what you see right here is the tribes, you know, the tribes of Israel, you know what I mean? You know, some of the symbols that represents the tribes of Israel, okay? And then at the bottom, you have where it says Jerusalem. You can't really see it, but right here at the bottom, you know what I mean? You got where it says Jerusalem. You got all types of details on here, all right? Keep going.
Verse 36. Mm-hmm. Their knops and their branches shall be the same.
Say that one more time.
Their knops and their branches shall be of the same.
Right. So once again, how although there's a little bit of different decoration here and there, like as far as the symbols, right? But each branch is the same, exactly the same. Okay? Like right here at the top, you got all the symbols. But when you get down here, each branch, each one represents each other. Like it's all the same. Okay? Keep going.
All it shall be one beaten work of pure gold.
There you go. Keep going.
Verse 37. And thou shalt make the 7 lamps thereof, and they shall light the lamps thereof, that they may give light over against it.
Right. Now we back then we didn't have electricity how we have today. Okay? Those candlesticks were our lights, were our way to see in the darkness, you know what I mean, of you know our temple. You know, like to this very day, if you go to I mean, if you look at certain churches today, they don't use electricity. They actually still use lamps. You know what I mean? Or you know, like lamps or candles to brighten up, you know, their so-called sanctuary, their place of, you know, establishment. Okay? Keep going.
And the tongues, verse 38, and the tongue thereof, and the
snuff dishes
thereof shall be of pure gold.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there. That's 38. Let's continue and get into Exodus chapter 25, verses 39, all the way, and we are going to go all the way into the next chapter. Okay. All right. So let's get it. Let me see. 39 all the way to, okay. All right. Exodus chapter 25, verse 39. Kakar, Zahab, Tawar, Yaisha, Atha, Af, Kal, Hakoyim, Hala, verse 40. Wara'ah, Wa'asha, Bakaban Yatham, Ashar, Atha, Mara'ah, Bahar. Exodus chapter 26, verse 1. Wa'ath, Hamashakam. So like, Hamashakam. There we go. The Aisha, Aishar. Uriah, Shasha, Mashazar, Wathakalath, Wa'ara Gaman. That's a tongue twister right there. That word means purple. That's definitely a damn tongue twister right there. All right. Let's see here. Wathaliath, Shunya, Karabium, Ma'aisha, Kashab, Ta'aisha, Atham, verse 2, Arak, Hayariah, Hakad, so like Hakath, Shamana, Wa'aisharanyim, Ba'ama, so Warakab, Arabai, Ba'ama, Ba'ama, Hayariah, Hakah, Madah, Akah, Lakal, Hayariah, verse 3, Kamash, Hayariah, Tahayim, no, Tahayan, so like Tahayan, Kabaris, Ashar, Al, Aktha, Wakamash, Ya'arith, Kabarith, Ashar, Al, Aktha, verse 4, Wa'ashith, La'ala, Takala, or Takala, so like it, Takala, Al, Shapath, Shapath, Haraiah, Harkath, Makwatazah, Bakabarith, Wakan, Salahi, the Aisha, Bashapath, Haraiah, Ha Kwata Salahi, Ha Kwat Yataza Wana, Ba Makarath, Hashanya, verse 5, last verse. Kamashim, Lala'ath, Ta'aisha, Baraiah, Hakath, Wakamashim, Lala'ath, Ta'aisha, Wakwatasa, Haraiah, Ashar, Ba Makarath, Hashanyim, that's like it. Hashi, that's like it. Hashanya, so like, give me 1 second here. Makwa Wayalath. Damn, that's a long one. All right. Hala'ath, Ashar, Al, Aktha. And that's it on that. Clap it up. All right, we almost done here. I think we got about, let's see, maybe 14 scriptures left. Let's see. Yeah, about 14 left, and then we're done. All right, let's get straight to the English, and let's finish strong. All right, go ahead. Exodus chapter 25, verse 39.
Exodus chapter 25, verse 39. Of a talent of pure gold shall he make it with all these vessels. Verse 40. And let thou make them after their pattern, which was shewed thee in the slugger. And let that thou make them that after their pattern, which was shewed thee in the mount.
Okay, I'll read that for you. I know it's a little strange, a little, Yeah, I got you. No sweat. Verse 39. Of a talent of pure gold shall he make it, with all these vessels. Verse 40. And look that thou make them after their pattern, which was showed thee in the mount. All right. So once again, it's still elaborating what's happening next. Everything is pretty much going to be in gold concerning the Ark of the Covenant and the decorations that's going to be round about it as well, or things that's going to be incorporated, I should say. Go to chapter 26, verse 1.
Exodus chapter 26, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, thou shalt make a tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen,
Mm-hmm.
and blue, and purple, and scarlet, with cherubims. Of cunning work shalt thou make them.
Keep going.
Verse 2. The length of the curtain shall be 8 and 20 cubits, and the breadth of the curtain 4 cubits.
It's like you're missing the number 1.
Like,
okay, where it says the length of one curtain.
Oh, sloppy.
Yeah, you got to say that part.
Verse 2. The length of one curtain shall be 8 and 20 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and every one of the curtains shall have one measure.
Keep going.
Verse 3. The 5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another.
Mm-hmm. No, you got it. You got a word.
What was it?
Verse 3.
Verse 3. The 5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another, and other 5 curtains shall be coupled to another. Verse 4. And thou shalt make loops of blue upon the edge of the one curtain from the selvage and the coupling, and likewise shalt thou make it the uttermost edge of another curtain, and the coupling of the second.
Right, and also too, you see how it says the blue upon the edge of the curtain from the selvage and the coupling. Like you know how we have our border of blue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's very particular.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because that's our culture.
What?
All right. So keep going though. I just want to sidebar a little bit. It's a lot.
Yeah.
5.
Verse 5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
50 loops shalt thou make in the mount in the one curtain, and 50 loops shalt thou make in the edge of the curtain that is in the coupling of the second, that the loops may take hold of one another.
Right. So of course you are combining it. Yeah, and you looping it. You're binding it all together. That's pretty much what it's talking about. And so crazy reading this, I still see those type of curtains to this very day. Yeah. And them are some good curtains to have in your house for sure.
I was thinking like this, like that's all I was thinking like this.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. So we can start right there. That's 7 verses right there. Let's go ahead and get I want to jump back into the Hebrew. We are going to get Exodus chapter 26, verses 6 all the way through 12. All right. So we're trying to run through all the rest of the 14 scriptures, so we can get out of here. All right. So Exodus chapter 26, verse 6. Wa'ashia. Kamashia. Quarasia. Sahab. Wakabaras. Yeah. Hayariah. Ashah. Al. Akatha. Looks like Akatha. There we go. Bakarasian. Yahaya. Hamashikon. Akkad. Verse 7. Verse 7. Wa'ashiah. Uriah. Isium. Lahor. Al. Hamashikon. Ishathia. Ishara. Uriah. The Aisha. Atham. Verse 8. Arak. Hariah. Hariah. Hakath. Shalashim. Ba'amah. Warakab. Arabai. Ba'amah. Hariah. Hakath. Madad. Akath. Laishafia. Ishara. Ya'irith. Verse 9. Wakabara. Wakabarath. Ath. Kamash. Hariah. Labad. Wa'ath. Shasha. Hariah. Labad. Wakapalath. Ath. Hariah. Hashashiyah. Al. Mawal. Panya. Ha-hom. Verse 10. Wa'ashir. Kamashir. Lala'ath. Al. Shapath. Hariah. Hakath. Hakoryatazan. Hakwayatazana. There we go. Bakabarith. Bakabarath. Wakamashim. Lala'ath. Al. Shapath. Hariah. Hakabarath. Hashayath. Verse 11. Wa'ashiyath. Karashia. Bakashath. Kamashim. Wahaba'ath. Ath. Wakarasim. Balala'ath. Wakabarath. Ath. Ha'ahom. Wahaya. Akkad. Verse 12. Last verse. Wasarak. Hayadat. Bara'ayah. Ha-hom. Kataziyah. Hara'ayah. Hadapath. The Sarah. That's Sarak. Al, Akaria, Hamashakum. So Hamashakan, and that's it on that. All right. Let's get verse 6. Exodus chapter 26, verse 6.
Exodus chapter 6.
26,
26. Chapter 26, verse 6. Mm-hmm. And thou shalt make 50 tacks of gold, and couple the curtain together with the tacks, and there should be one tabernacle. Verse 7. And thou shalt make curtains of goat's hair to be covering upon the tabernacle. 11 curtains shalt thou make. Mm-hmm. Verse 8. The length of one curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the length of breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and 11 curtains shall be all of one measure. Mm-hmm. Verse 9. And thou shalt couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and shall double the 6 curtains in forefront of the tabernacle.
So once again, it's given instructions on how these curtains should be. Once again, this is all a presentation for the Ark of the Covenant. All right. So this is all part of the the setup on top of the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, keep going.
Verse 10. And thou shalt make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain that is upmost in the coupling, and 50 loops in the edge of the curtain which couple the second. Verse 11. And thou shalt make 50 tacks of brass, and put the tacks into the loops, and couple the tent together, that it may be one.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Chapter 12.
Verse 12.
Verse 12. And the remnant that remaineth of the curtains of the tent, and the half curtain that remaineth, shall hang over the backside of the tabernacle.
There you go. No sweat. All right, let's stop right there. Let's get the last 7. Okay. Exodus chapter 26, verse 13. Wahamana. It's like what? Wahama. Mazah. Wahama. Mazah. Ba'adah. Barak. Yeah, so like Uriah. Ha Yahaya. Sarwak. Al. Tazatya. Hamashakan. Mazah. Wamazah. Lakasathwa. Verse 14. Wa'ashia. Makasah. Lahor. Iraq. Ayalam. Ma'aymayam. Wamakasah. Iraq. Takashim. Malah. Verse 15. Wa'ashia. Ath. Makarashim. Lamashakan. Itaziyah. Yeah. Shatyam. Imatim. Verse 16. Ishar. Amawath. Barak. Hakwadash. Hakwarash. Wa Amah. Wa Katazayat. Ha'ama. Rakab. Hakarash. Hakad. Verse 17. Shakia. Yagwa. Lakarash. Hakad. Mashalabath. Asha. Al. Aftah. Khan. Aisha. Lakol. Karashya. Hamashakun. Verse 18. Ashya. Ath. Hakarashim. Hamashakun. Asharim. Korash. Lapath. Nagaba. Thayamana. Verse 19, last verse. Wa Arabayim. Adanya. Kasab. The Aisha. The Kath. Asharim, yeah. Hakarash, Shanya, Adanya, the Kath, Hakarash, Hakad, Lashafia. Yadath, Yawa. Yadafua, Washanya, Adanium, Takat, Hakarash, Hakad, Lashathia, Yadafua, and that's it. Clap it up. All right, that was the last verses. All right, let's go ahead and finish off verse 13 all the way to 19.
Exodus chapter 26, verse 13. And a cubit on one side, and a cubit on the other side, of which that remaineth then the length of the curtains of the tent. It shall hang over the side of the tabernacle, on this side and on that side, to cover it. Verse 14. And thou shalt make a covering for the tent of rams. 14. And thou shalt make a covering of the tent of ram's skin, dyed red, and a covering above the badger skin. Verse 15. And thou shalt make boards of the tabernacle of the shittim, wood standing up.
Keep going.
Verse 16. 10 cubits shall be the length of the board, and a cubit and a half shall be the breadth of one board. Verse 17.
I was going to say, instead of saying verse 17, you just say 17. Yeah, because you just keep going and going.
Yeah,
you got it, yeah.
17. 2 tens shall there be in one board, set in order one against another. Thus shalt thou make for all the boards of the tabernacle. 18. And thou shalt the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards on the side.
On the south side.
On the south side, southward. 19. And thou shalt make 40 sockets of silver on the 20 boards. 2 sockets under the boards for his 2 tenons. And 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons.
All right, I want you to stop right there. So what this is talking about, once again, it's talking about the boards that are a part of, you know what I mean? It's a part of the Ark of the Covenant. You know what I mean? So now it's like, once again, they're still creating a few things for the Ark of the Covenant, and then later you're going to see how they're going to bring it all together. All right, and how they're going to incorporate it to, you know, make it look presentable as the Most High wants it. So I did describe or show a description photo earlier, right? When I showed this right here. Okay, this is not the actual Ark of the Covenant that we are reading about in the scriptures, but this is an idea of it. Okay, this idea of it, because it did mention other colors in here, and we don't see everything in this picture. So this is someone else's version of the Ark of the Covenant, which had all of our valuables in there. And actually, you know what? Next week, I'm going to actually bring out the scripture about why the Ark of the Covenant is so important. What does it mean? So on and so forth. I'm going to bring it out next week because I see where this is already going as far as these chapters. And I'll bring it out and describe it in more detail next week. So stay tuned next Saturday, all right? Lord allow, for Sabbath service. So with that being said, I imagine, which means to stand. Okay. All right. Okay. So once again, Imaju means to stand upon your hakadam, which means to face the east. All right. Once again, wherever you are in your house, or you know, wherever you are watching this, you want to face the east. If you don't know where the east is, to be exact, what you want to do is you want to download a compass app on your phone. All right, or you know, ask somebody where exactly is the east. Okay. And the reason why we pray towards the east is because that's where Jerusalem is, in the east. All right? All right, so the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanah, Shabbat Shemayim, Kudash, Hayah, Shekar, Yahweh, Malakwata, Taba'ah, Atazaka, Hayah, Asher, Baratasa, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Dalanau, Lakam, Kari, Wam, Asalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ah, Banisayawan, Bo, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Ra, Kiyah, Laka, Malakwat, Wa'ala, Wakapara, La Alumni, Aman. In English, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. All right. Hakah, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashai, Nathan Lanawa, Hakah, Lar Ba'ah, Kwamakalah. Karmadwa, Kap, Latahar, Hamakazari, Kap, Lahakim, Hamati, Kap, Arakawat, Hazama'ala, Garshan, Bashimi Hawashah, Tuaraman, the power in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Waya Sha'ala, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak, Bashim Yahushua, Tawara Ahmad. And in English, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Yasha'ala in the school. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayim, Yahweh. Aisha, Shemayim, Waratasa, Ayathan, Lamawat, Magarka, Ayawam, Shamarka, Hanah, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Ayah, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Alayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makorai, Yashamar, Akapashu, Yahweh, Yashamar to the Afka, Wawatka, Mayatha, Ba'ai, Avalam. Psalms 121 in the English. I look up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. All right. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalaka, Atakarash, Alta Shakwat, Kiyakana, Awagika, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Yarayama, Sawada, Bayataya Tazazua, Altaza Pawanyaka, Amaru, Lakawa, Nakakidam, Magoya, Walaaya Sakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Iwana, Kaya, Nawai Tazawa, Labat, Yakadwa, Auyaka, Bariat, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Waya Shama Alayam, Moa Abba, Wagari Kabal, Wamawan, Wamalak Alashak, Anyashabia, Tazabor, Gam Ashabor, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwa, Labanya Lawat Salah, Ashalahum, Kamadia, Kasaya Sara'a, Kayabi, Banakor, Koyashwan, Nashimatwa, Bayan the Ori, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shethamwa, Nadab, Yamawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazor, Manai, Karna Silkonga, Ashur, Amor, Narasha, Lanawa, Naawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shiatamba, Kagogala, Kukwas, Lapanira Ka, Kaash, Labaria Ira, Wakalaba, Dalahat, Harian, Khan, Tharadakma, Rasarika, Wabasi Wapatka, Dalahum, Mala'a, Panyahum, Kwalawan, Wayapakwashwa, Shimka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Bahova, Aya, Waya Kapara, Waya Abadua, Waya Daira, Kaya Atha, Shaka, Yahweh, Labatka, Al Yawan, Al Kaharakaza. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee are lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Israelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, the habits of Tyre. Ashur also joined with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot, Salah, doing to them as to the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook Kisan, which pairs at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, making over like a rib, and like Zeb, yea, all the princes as Zabah, and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession, O my power, making like a wheel as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, and as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever, yea. Let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. Power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and instruction to the Edomites and the nations and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek to the gods and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Patsy, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way. Will try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues causing to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down to flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels have done us. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause him to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you always. So be it. All right. So sorry, which means a turn. All right. First things first. Oh, so lucky. Oh, shit. 1 second. All right, I'll do that later. All right. Okay. All right. Salute. Middle Israel. My Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Bashem El Shabrakathon. That's Matah. You're supposed to say it back too. So, Barak. Yahweh Bashem El Shabrakathon. All right. Yes, Matah. All right. Courtesy salute for the sisters. Sorry to the sisters, which means to turn. All right. So, Middle Israel. My Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shemar Alatah Bashem El Shah. Yes, Matah. Class dismissed. Shalom, Israel.